We all know what one means when they say the classics. Jaws, Godfather, and Nightwing and Batgirl checkmate. But today, we explore the classics of horror. Diego has found a DVD box set containing 50 classic horror movies. And he has made it his mission to watch every single one. Please, right this way. And welcome back to the silver screen!
This movie begins with a shot of boobs. So automatically it's 5 skulls out of 5. There's this woman that's getting changed who gets killed by this unknown intruder, and then it smash cuts to the title card. So that just happened. Then we meet Joseph Javorsky, a Russian scientist escaping the Soviet Union and landing in Nevada. So Joseph has this briefcase filled with classified information on the moon. He and his aide get ambushed by Kremlin soldiers who are after that briefcase. After a shootout and a car chase, Joseph finds himself in Yucca Flats, where an A-bomb is being tested. The bomb is detonated and Joseph gets hit with radiation. This radiation apparently makes him bloodthirsty as he goes around killing random people. He kills a motorist and kidnaps his wife, thus having 2 sheriffs chase him throughout the entire movie. At the same time that this is all happening, a family of 4 is driving through Yucca Flats and the 2 kids go missing. The father tries to find them only to be mistaken for Joseph and to be shot at by the 2 sheriffs. In this town, it's apparently shoot first and ask questions later, and that's not me making it up. That's a real line from the movie. The wife of the motorist eventually dies, the kids get chased around by Joseph, and Joseph gets killed by the sheriffs.
You know when you can tell that someone just didn't try for something? That's how I feel about director Coleman Francis. He narrates so much in this movie that it makes me wonder if he knew about the show don't tell rule. This movie managed to baffle me and bore me at the exact same time. The acting was so bad. In the scene where Joseph and his aide face off against the KGB agents, no one is trying. They're all walking slowly, reloading slowly, reacting slowly, and even dying slowly. It's like if you asked an older brother to play pretend with you and he really didn't want to. That's the level we're at. That scene in the beginning where Joseph kills the random woman, that has nothing to do with the entire movie. It isn't set before the movie because Joseph gets his bloodthirsty tendencies from the radiation. It isn't after the movie because Joseph dies at the end. And it isn't sometime in between because the whole movie takes place outside. I have no answers, and I legit don't want to think about this ever again. I'm giving this movie half a skull out of 5.
The terror follows that of a French soldier, André Duvalier, played by a very young Jack Nicholson. Lost and separated from his company, he finds a mysterious girl by the river. He learns that her name is Helene before she disappears into the ocean and he passes out trying to find her. André then wakes up in an old woman's house. This woman's name is Katrina. André asks about the girl, to which Katrina states that there is no girl. André, not believing her and wanting more of the girl's body, inspects the old castle atop the cliffside. There, he meets the Baron and the butler, Stefan. André and the Baron speak for a while before André asks to spend the night in the castle. While there, he realizes Helene vividly resembles the late Baroness Ilsa. André later learns that the Baron was married once before his first wife died. Then he married Ilsa, a peasant woman. The Baron then went off to complete his military service only to come back and find that Ilsa was sleeping with another man, Eric. The Baron killed them both and has been losing his mind in confinement ever since. We then find out that Helene is a mortal girl possessed by the ghost of Ilsa to get the Baron to commit suicide. The one behind that is Katrina, who turns out to be a witch. Why? Because Katrina is Eric's mother, and she wants revenge for her son's death. Are you keeping up? Good, because this is where it gets complicated. We later find out that the Baron and Ilsa were the ones that died that night, leaving Eric to be the only survivor. Eric then took on the role as the Baron, eventually going mad and believing to actually be the Baron. By the end of the movie, the witch is struck by lightning, Stefan and Eric drown, Helene is reverted to a bloody skeleton, and Andre is alone once again. Sorry man, no ghost sex for you.
This movie's production design and costuming was amazing. It felt like tremendous thought was put into every single detail. It's amazing how well it looked. The story is a tad bit confusing. The characters all reveal secrets about themselves and each other, leaving Andre to be twisting in the wind. Even though legendary actor Jack Nicholson plays him, Andre is kind of left with nothing to do. All his character does is serve as a vessel for the audience. This movie was okay. It was better than a lot of movies on this list, but it was nothing mind-blowing. I'm giving this movie 3 skulls out of 5. What is going on? Oh my god, bro. I literally can't tell any of them apart. Where are they going? Rainforest? Who are these people? I can barely see. Zombies mean undead, not mindless. Can y'all like kiss or something? Oh, the one time I leave my phone upstairs. Why? Yo, you making pasta over there? I did this to myself. I have no one else to blame. I did this to myself. I did this to myself. I did this. I did all of this to myself. What is happening? I don't even know what's happening anymore. What's happening? Oh yeah, just watch 50 classic horror movies. I'm sure audiences will love it. Oh. They're French? Half a skull.
In this film, we meet Chase Winstead. He's your average 50s greaser who works at an auto shop, takes care of his fatherless family, and is the idol for the teens around him. What makes Chase different from other 50s greasers, however, is his friendship with the town sheriff. This alliance is put to the test when people start going missing, car accidents flood the streets, and tension forms between suspicious characters. Chase and the sheriff eventually solve the mystery and uncover the truth that their Texas town is being terrorized by a giant Gila monster. The final act of the film sees the monster disrupting a party, being shot at by the sheriff, and finally being exploded by Chase. The town is saved and they all have Chase to thank for that.
I saw a lot of people on Letterboxd complain that they didn't use a puppet or a guy in a suit for the monster. Instead, the filmmakers put an actual Gila lizard on a miniature set and let it walk around. While yes, a guy in a suit or a puppet would have been really funny, it's honestly a breath of fresh air for me right now. I'm not too upset about it being an actual animal instead of a guy in a suit or a puppet. It's inventive, it's realistic, it's unique. The plot does kind of mosey in the middle of the movie, but it's still a good story told in a creative way. There's nothing too crazy camera-wise. For me personally, the miniature sets make up for the fact that you can see a boom-like shadow in one of the shots. Overall, not bad. I'm giving this movie 3 skulls out of 5.
The Fatal Hour centers around cops Captain Street and Mr. Wong investigating the death of Detective Dan Grady. The mystery of the death involves gambling, affairs, and family drama as the two get closer and closer to the truth. The suspects vary from jewelers to club owners to gamblers. After a few dead ends that result in a few extra deaths, they identify the murderer to be lawyer Mr. Forbes. The day is saved by journalist Bobby Logan, and the criminal is put behind bars.
This is not a horror movie. This is not a horror movie. This is not a horror movie. This is a crime thriller. It's honestly pretty decent if you can, ignore the fact that a white man is playing a Chinese cop. It's not egregious, but it just doesn't belong in this box set. I'm giving this movie 3 skulls out of 5.
I hope you enjoyed this terrifying traverse through the history of cinema. I hope to see you again for the next episode of The Silver Screen.